right, yeah, my kwaba biom at the active morning. So maybe you do the last part of the show for today. Na kwa Thursday the na Ivan Che Innocent, you know, about shame come say Thursday biano. What na say and then anope inti ya betwe enkomo afa insema ekoso ewo Ghana. Then yeah share the mid-year budget review by the Finance Minister Ken Ofori Atta na yeah, pick one big assurance wama yen as a country or say the economy is going to be on track. The economy is going to recover within 2.5 years. I said, what are the projections? What are the indicators? Then a say the economy rebounding or coming back into its according to him its previous state, you know, we'll get that within 2.5 years. And I don't pay and I bet on Como. I have an atrase. We better join the discussion on our yen WhatsApp line 0503 236 735 0503 236 735. To me the comments in so afa eho amaye maybe a phone lines no embre my enquire maybe a phone lines also do agent share aba to me around YouTube sisi a eho ye streaming live ewo ho active tv gh on YouTube at active tv gh bomodi abora ho na eni entwetwe nkomo and I pay on the active morning show as we discuss issues, the economy with Avanche Innocent. On Facebook, Active TV Ghana at Active TV Ghana. Yenjuche Nkomo and Anopi Ewo. So wait with the comments at Toho na Makai Ama. But more than say over share and bra Yako live on Facebook at Active TV Ghana. Na YouTube so YouTube de ho nyame pa bora ho Active TV GH na yene won twetwe enkomo ene anope obsando messages we 0503 236 735 0503 236 735 na yen twetwe enkomo Ivan.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Na pomu saying
nyame adoma ho den ho.
Okay, mesa ba won chen mame nje mami mbo mefa insem into ja mawo eye when je hu se obesua eye central for ejumani bi eye se obeso sia se eye camera handling, graphic designing, video editing ene ehon keka nyina eye active TV and active active media and active brain consultant service the training program ahihye so kra yeah boama we hu se eye graphic designing, video editing, camera handling, news writing, broadcast journalism, talk show hosting, and even makeup crap, you know. Yeah, the account where you say a show, so now obviously nyama we na forms no 50 Ghana cedis per 50 Ghana cedis. But when so about before forms, the premises of active TV. Yeah, what Odumase Junction, Pokwase Ablekuma Quantum Porno. So baby, I will feel about if in crime biano and cran crobiano, they could see Pokwase, Odu Pokwase pe. Kasa ope ga Odumase junction car bus station ho udu hope taxi rank ho udu taxi rank ho pe catch almost say oba activity on bekyerɛ enye yira kwan kra but modern so beba abefa forms 50 Ghana cedis pe enti modern school fees so at that form 6 months training practical training 90% practical training oba enye classroom ye do be fa ha na cultural exam so cultural test we blah oba ya ye de wo ebuura studio na che say wo sua se camera hand na be sua wo sua se talk show host na be se wo sua so na wo sua enti bo modern mo frɛ sa no ye twem anim say mo baba be fa mo forms e was the premises of Active TV ye wo ga Odumase Junction e wo Pokwase Ablekuma Quantum Porno. So Ivan,
Yeah.
First of all, a year Afrobarometer, CDD Ghana, the reports be about out. Waranke a year, the police administration, the Ghana Police Service, the Jubilee House, and the MPs as the most perceived corrupt institutions. Your reactions to that?
I think the kind of mention what's here for. Say we know about our Facebook. Nti obi a ɔhwɛ bia nso betumi akɔ Facebook. So my Facebook page ne
at Active TV Ghana.
Okay.
At Active TV Ghana.
Okay. So I think that omo hwɛ betumi akɔ Active TV
at Active TV Ghana and
okay,
Active TV Ghana.
Active TV Ghana. Yeah, so I think it's streaming there. Corruption. I think that bear one thing that dominated a recent political discussion for a very long time. Trying to ensure say you bet me I put to the brakes on it. Because I will hear in the last 4 to 5 years. Sika we are, I mean documented one through Auditor General's report. Yens fire and sase a free yensa is close to over 50.8 billion Ghana cedis. 50.8 billion Ghana cedis because this year you and last year no report in Bible and you lose over 17.5. 2020 you lose over 12.8 and they so sa so Omanya 8 million lose close to 50.8 billion to corruption there. Clearly, a say the Nema go akwamu say stop it that particular thing now. Betimi aboa ama Nema akoye. So we are not only dealing with perception about corruption, but we are also dealing with the reality of corruption. Because the Auditor General they about a documented one. And my catch say the idea yet dangerous the perception say corruption exists. It's very, very, very dangerous. In as much as it tainted the credibility of the entire government infrastructure, and also kill confidence among for war about this whole thing. Obiti contribute to the quota towards the growth and the development of the country. Now, when it seems so, now say we cry the koku we are among for baby. So a kill that particular. We know on the part of Ghanaians, say I'm for a making contribution. But we have agencies in any way, I think it's really frustrating because say corruption. Not the BR, no your police, the security, your friend saying institutional. Okoda when it almost on the ball buying. Because the security of the ordinary Ghanaian is key and paramount. And people are do amount to the forefront. They should be in charge of our security and are perceived to be very corrupt individuals. And they are not only perceived to be corrupt, but there are evidence abound. Quite recently, who certain activities in the police for Bidumo will be correct me lodu sabi a we car not the num. Then a whole lot of activities are unscrupulous men in police uniform or more yes anima way corruption no. But me yaw I will me say over the years no there be a Ghana Nibian in police administration no corruption and you be corrupt but corruption na abama nipa dodo na ye effort be na ye to ensure say the money na police for no age no ye be hohoro omo free ho nobody is doing anything but who say IGP ababontin contesting the fact say people should provide evidence bang is a research man for a that is how people perceive the institution to be. And I have told you, so we are not only dealing with perception, we are also dealing with the reality because there are evidence about the social media and some are banning as if for
But I don't think he's justified.
No, he's not justified because Mr. Catcher said, we see a bunting, the kind of perception among for a hoodoo about a particular institution is key. So when people perceive the police for a corrupter, that perception is informed by actuals, the reality, people in their daily experiences. Because the police need a bribe, citizens are free. So that particular perception and that particular thing is there. So as to whether I say WGD and answer we need measures ben would go crime who make sure say sa adiana etare police for honey. So as an IGP, he should be much interested about how to sway the public from that particular thing. Say I'm for being confidence in the police. Because over the years, so we near police for no year activities be a question and as for I compounded with this particular thing corruption because lack of professional conduct ethics and as for quite recently but who video be a surface on social media police your friends a lower rank officer NNA officer superior officer omudidi omwatem Facebook and as for some of these things already with public confidence already. So corruption tagging as a for Burma, I think that is really, really serious. We need to take a critical look at it, especially looking at how sensitive the institution is. That we had a presidency now, and I'm not sure that anybody is surprised. Because we had Nema course in the last 5 years, Chrome ha clearly the presidency now at some point in time the president himself asserted himself say issues of corruption no bad. We have institutions designated to take the mantle upon themselves and investigate whether the issues are true or not. And then the institutions are very effective in every democratic setup. No, these are some of the things that you do. But issues, about the president will take the center stage and clear the individuals. We don't investigate. About state institutions now, yeah, army or more with those.
What's for evidence, bra?
It's not just about evidence. Okomwa. The prosecutorial agencies, and I say investigative agencies, coma, among the big demand for evidence, and not the president. So Shraj and other institutions, when they want to probe into some of these things, in the end, about the evidence, baba, Ajenima Jaya, we kokoche, no, your friend said Manasa koche na all jet in Jeno Nasa for no. At the end of the day, Shraj let me go into the matter. They were able to bring us evidence to justify, say, indeed, the guy got a lot of wealth during his period at Ontimi and explaining. So it was clearly he was asked to return the money. So this is how you empower state institutions to function effectively. But as a president, Netikona baby, Yakasa Ajimamanu Akoto Sputnik V at an inflated price. And do you know to go through near soul sourcing, shrouded in secrecy, whole lot of corruption, this thing. The guy will have the guts to go to parliament and will tell them, say, hey, one to Adebia, when he has taken an oath, so he committed perjury. And in the face of all this, institutions are mandated to probe into some of these things, near investigate, President Bekako did not trade it. No, I can say, at the end of the day, you kill the mojo. In these institutions are extended to probe into the matter. Case in and series of such instances are. So these are things embodying the public perception. Public will have said, okay, the fact that presidency is corrupting is true because president will not allow the state institutions to function. So special prosecutor office how effective has it been? There are reports out there across investigations as or more resources and personnel and as for or more like. And I think Martin Yamidi's ultimate revelation during his exit, bring it to bear a lot of your friends saying logistic deficiencies are among FAC at the special prosecutor office. But add up to the bigger political narrative, say the special prosecutor, but as if say, oh yeah, DBA, but Okoha. Yeah, children and saying Naya Gunechi, and I didn't see her in a Yutianaka, but he's ineffective. Look at the Attorney General Department and the Ministry of Justice, and your committee, you're pinning it together. So he's under the instructions and the influences of the president. So that willingness to take issues, say, prosecuting and so forth, those things are not there. So I think that corruption is not just perception. It's a reality that the ordinary Ghanaian is confronted with on a daily basis. So the argument from the IGP, I think is quite needless. It's quite unnecessary. As an administrative head of the police administration, they said, these are the perceptions Ghanaians have about the state institution. All year to embolden public confidence because perception among forward is very, very, very crucial because my culture in politics, it is not always about the reality, but it's about the impression, the idea people have about you. And it's a GDB when we say a police for you I can't trust them. I said no from Mahokra na campus or the bus police in what I said. And instance justice. Ya check for now. Citizens in the free say, oh, Yamunun Kunu because what they come police ya. Police budget bribe. What I say? So that perception is a police budget bribe or no air cost so be death instantly. If you are crying, you can't come for. So the idea, the perception that the police is corrupt, are very, 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 very. Your friend is saying, very dangerous. We need to situate it in the context. Ebetimi ajatum. Na ya address it. Say we all be at par. And you say, oh. The kind of perception in as a fire there, and they be about the druid here, saying a police in it here. But the conduct are more identity, clearly a child. And the other side is the fact that the judiciary has been pinpointed in this particular thing. It's very, very dangerous because I have sat here on your platform and I have told you, sir, the perception that the judiciary is corrupt alone is very dangerous than the actual corruption in the judiciary. Because my culture says in our human affairs, the most important thing is freedom. Liberties are very, very essential. And these are institutions armed with authority to take away your freedom. the most essential thing in this particular life, will take it away from you. So any idea, any impression that that person is corrupt, it's very dangerous. Kill public confidence, just a whole lot of it, and even threatens the foundations of our very democracy. But consistently, obehene yasisa and your judicial now the construct net already is problematic because there is this perception of individuals with unholy alliance with the president, individuals with party ties, and yasisa one ayade pongo miasho muti na yayo judges, high court judges, and supreme court judges. President Akufo-Addo there, so he's just appointing judges on spree. Quite recently, so I added two so at the Brimuko High Court and a report about social media. But these are individuals over the years, these are known party apparatchiks. They've been advocating, doing campaigning and so forth. But you see, when people become politically exposed,
but does it matter?
It matters a lot because my culture says confidence is key. Individuals, we see politics elsewhere, and it's different from the kind of politics that we do. You have to say your politics, you know what goes into politics, your emotions, a lot of sentimental affinity, and anyway. So at the end of the day, people lose track of logic, almost sanity, and they begin to pander to political influences and as for them. That is the political setup here. So who fa OBI and a judge? Nasa one hey nani too partisan exposed that. What is the guarantee that person or administer justice and as for them? Yes, there are instances, individuals in betting but how do you renew public confidence? Even though Nipa Way advocated for the president, he has in the past declared support for the president and the party and so forth. But I am giving you extra confidence. Nipa will demonstrate yes, Obiya is entitled to belong to any political party or whatever. But what is the guarantee and assurance any panel bar or the party December to Juma? Because I had a tragedy in the last 5 years. We had the conduct of the Chief Justice and certain justices on the Supreme Court and then even the lower court, the conduct for more a hold you more. I kill public confidence and people among for do na the free say as individuals are or more just projecting a particular interest of a government and into what they are some court. In some always your friend is saying unanimous decision in the last 5 to 7 years, 6 years in here. I'm saying ruling back free Supreme Court about any unanimous decision. I quite recently back because of the public bashing and so forth. So it's not about the actual corruption in the judiciary. That is about the kind of perception the ordinary Ghanaian hold about the judiciary. It's the most dangerous thing because the Nipa lose confidence in the judiciary. Say, oh, when the president is justice, the person will not even come to the Supreme Court and answer, oh, court, at all, na campus, who say, obey justice, obey render justice or not. What I say, when the person ever and they be say, oh, now be a judge will cry money me the boo say on your face and tisa. But because of the impression I want the person will not even come to the court at all. In the Nunya Sama, you will settle it on the street. What I say? Quite recent the election petition here cause because of the Nema ACA. So what to say your friend is saying former president say going to the next elections, nobody's going to court. What I say, I didn't hear because demonstration in Myanmar said they have lost trust and confidence in the judiciary. And all the assembly called judiciary, then they will kill themselves on the street just to settle the matter. That is the point we must not get to. Because the whole essence of the judiciary is there as an arbitrary way, yes, settle dispute among Obi. But for you to say, wait to me, ascertain someone Nipa Anyano, you need to assert yourself for people to get confidence in you. Say, oh, Nipa way, me the assembly kotuna nima. He's a fair arbiter who will adjudicate the matter and at the end of the day ensure that baby and crabadana the better. But consistently, Nipa na appointing individuals with ties, unholy ties, with the president, with the party, and if you go out there and you sample public perception about it, even the highest court of the land, the judiciary, there are a lot of people who tell you, say, ruling the free Supreme Court Ghana Afrobarometer report they cited the same judiciary, which is one of the most sensitive institutions. Corrupt. We are Chief Justice. You should be worried. Elsewhere, baby, the dignity, principle, and as for your numerous indictments and hauling such debt on the judiciary. Chief Justice now resign the baby because consistently, natural say. What is who we are doing there? But public need trust and confidence or move free away corrupt.
But what do you think, say, if let's say someone resigning is the panacea to solving the problem?
Yeah, but we see democracy, no? I think say your point will be as a chief justice and as if the whole judiciary setup now, no, more or less you are still as an administrator. What I say, so it's like a ship when I will manage. What I say. It is a we imagine such ship name so in nipa egum bebre na captain or tell anymore all of a sudden what about them I didn't see. It's captain about that man. Which means that it endangers every life on board. Captain now or ship anymore all of a sudden BBC about them. Because our destiny new future is contingent on activities over here. So you need to take him out. Bring a new person to steer that affairs. It's the whole essence because so what's the animal? I'm on for trust. I'm on for any confidence. I'm on for free. Say you are tied to the influences and the conveniences of the power that be, and the president can call you and just give instruction. One casa would demean and you conduct in the past. Scratch. Let's say we know be aware fair, but people cannot trust you. You are just like a loose cannon. You are there. I'm on for you to do a lot of things. You are heading a very huge institution. There are fair, there are people who are fair, there are people who are doing well, but because of the head, it's rotten, people will not have confidence. So say yes, not say I'm nipo be gender, not why inspire confidence and hope, a best trim it down to everybody, and people it will breathe your fancy air of confidence in the institution, and people will follow suit. Anything that normally I'm for Yanoma resign. Boris Johnson, never know, people first say, oh, what ma government need your fairness, I want to show them. And the only from nothing from Ra. Because Abasa, would you think can the whole setup, no? And to free another person, but maybe name over a best because your leadership is everything. And the leader now that anymore is perceived to be corrupt, is perceived to be tied to the apron strings of the power that be, is perceived to be affiliated to a particular party. Then I say for number, the other party will not have trust in you. What I say. So that is why neutrality is key. Judicial independence, stemming out from the fact that you have to be neutral, you have to be fair, you have to be just. Confidence. That is the whole essence of this whole adjudicatory process. People go to court only because they have trust in the institution. So if it gets to a time when people don't have trust, everybody will shy away. And the state will become a lawless state. Everybody will take the law onto his hands or her hands. Everybody will become a law unto himself. We settle it on the street because me call police or budget bribe, me call court or me appointing. What I say. And where we live, we have evidence out there. Judges and as for Jim Ponchen and as for. So clearly, public confidence will consistently win. So there now, as a chief justice, and as a government to ensure say the broken and trust in Ghana for one. We are trying to renew it. Ghana for Benya, but consistently, solve be about on TV, a diet, your judiciary. So clearly, it means that something is wrong.
Okay, and then main discussion here, Shasi, no, now we need to share a Afrobarometer reports now about it's clearly which are ranking in judiciary, any parliament. Jubilee House, and then also the Ghana Police Service as the most perceived corrupt institutions Ghana ha. Let's stay a little bit on Parliament. Amanibo want to say, and the Speaker of Parliament maybe decided the fate on Ajosafo. The Privileged Committee in Parliament I recommend they say Ajosafo seats should be declared vacant. Ajosafo a MP for Dome Kwabinya, and for so many months he he has not performed her responsibility as the MP for that constituency. It can say, wakotna US and our at the moment, Privileges Committee say we boomra so into my recommended say her seat be declared vacant. So a possible by-election is coming on in the Dome-Kwabenya constituency. And then Speaker of Parliament will decide the fate of Adrasafo. Yeah, the Amani Bunina Ebebro or active TV so inti Momodian say o be share ye. Now Udo message so be 0503236735 0503236735. Ivan, yeah, call a year finance minister the mid-year budget review or the bar na watchi mono and or say the economy is going to rebound in 2.5 years. The economy is going to be stronger in the next 2.5 years. First of all, is it feasible?
I think that Yenyananka the Obia said the economy will bounce back because the economic experience the ordinary Ghanaian is going through. The kind of outlook economy opposed to us in the idea Obiampe. Kadi Yenina Hensenka things will be okay. Sabia the Digan near Mabekoye. The okura idea or cotadian so near Mabekoya man. That is idea Yenina, yes, you shadow no. Yes, sure said there is a single Ghanaian out there. Are you happy with the current state of this particular economic affairs yet? Yes, sure. And Yenina no. Yeah, hope we say you be bounce back. Ain't this and kai? Yes, it's had 2 years no cry. You move him then care what? You has and kai ne no china ya and economy no bounce back.
Okay.
That is the wish. But you see, yes, if wishes were horses up, and beggars will just ride on them every day. But that is not the case. Me say, watch it on my and yet miracle. And I see the unknown eka. It is the effort you commit to time to ensure, say, the output will be very productive. That is the most essential thing. So, ordinary no can say economy no will bounce back, and then as nipa sabi ye need hono, we begin to ask questions. Say, okay, so what is the way forward? What are the measures I idea go akwan mu a echere say really no the economy will bounce back? And Otuwania, because in some now can I think it was even contradictory. Do you know why? Because so we had the projected growth of this particular economy from last year budget now. You're saying this particular year never grow now. Do you know it has been revised from 5.8 to 3.7?
Sure.
So that alone, which I say, yes, you projected that the economy will grow, no, has been revised. It means that your growth target in the end to mean that alone has sparked a huge indictment on this particular thing. Say, baby, I pass your The other side is the fact that baby, internal revenues in the first quarter, and so say that is another red zone. I actually say, yeah, they are not candy, but the science and the reality are pointed the other way.
Okay.
So see, we are confronted with a lot of challenges. A person sikabe coming on stream, but what we can do right now is to go and borrow again. As the SIA Parliament is in the process of approving a new law now. Already, no, friend is saying interest payment, or minor that. And consistently we are adding up to it your debt portfolio because you see we have all the ratings in our now. Consistently there is a looming danger telling Ghana for say Ghana you be defaulted on our debt payment. And all the indication saying statistics are from reputable economic institutions around the world globally are consistently putting emphasis on the fact there is a looming danger because Ghana in the next 5 years is likely to default and consistently we are borrowing. So now in the next 2 years the economy is going to turn around. That the question I will be asking, yes, I want the economy to turn around, but the question I'm asking is what are the measures in place to ensure that we're able to flip the economy around? Is there any? I don't see any.
Digitalization,
It's funny. It's funny. You see, growing economy it go beyond mere rhetorics. It is about the measures that we go to ensure that the economy at the local level will gather certain momentum. And the economy is robust because with him. economy na president na grow no and na minister na grow no. It is the economic interactions between the people on the ground so no. O ma me digwa, unu ma me digwa, we ton, we yesay nkakra obi so wa form produce something at a larger scale obi dey call na say for that interaction within the economic ecosystem no and na ema economy grow. So you can just package fine statement. You can go to parliament and read, but the reality is not on the ground, you know. What are the measures are buying all year to stifle growth at the local level? What measures? How are we empowering folks who are on the economic ecosystem? No ma, omo 8 me danda omo niema ni ebetimi aboama the economy now grow. Unemployment is another huge problem facing us. What are the measures are buying to create sustainable job opportunity for the youth? So omu livelihood will get better. They will pay taxes. At the end of the day, the output will be such that you bet me as a sabidi akwabo nta koton akonyesika. When the economy grow, na nyasa me kwa kobobo siamba. Na nyasa me ko float euro bond. Na nyasa ye de anọ bekeka keke. What are the measures on the ground ye di gu ho? And then the economy no grow. Na bosian bo keke na yesare asore ne ekọ bosian no se yekoba your friends say non-concessionary loans you to make a bosian na dey pay salaries in na se for no nyuma na ye okroma say no what is the output. The last time I was asking about NAPCO, a very good initiative say nka be the youth no be sha ba bi babu bisa won say NAPCO na ba no na output e wo hefa the impact on the growth of the economy net say absolutely nothing. What I say, so that is why I'm telling you say we should shift focus from this GDP na growing as if to a gross national product. And ya ankasa de yetimi generate and then na ebetimi aboa ma yetimi attract how our economy is doing well, because if you look at the gross domestic product now what they every multinational companies na say for no mo krom ha ni nyina omo input ewom but locally no ya ankasa na yenkro for Ghana businesses abroad no how well is it doing an impact na help your economy to grow. So your gross national product no say na city easy I don't know betim they track how well the economy is doing, but all these things are not there. So I'm not sure say and some finance minister can any asema what painted the outlook is just wishful thinking, and that is what everybody wants. Makata said it's not just about expecting, it is about the effort you commit to time to ensure. He announced that NAPCO is exiting.
Yeah.
Young guys now, Jumana do question for so be Amazon, they are exiting because I'm more exiting akwa Sika na editu amo kan enye sika obeti aka so be asebu de kobobra. Saa de na wo hefa. Then another thing is also coming up. You see a Friday be a friend say you start. Another venture you be pompi sika ko chegu akodi ni say at the end of the day no enye sustainable. So all this sika ya na sope nyina adenti na yentimi mfa en create sustainable job opportunity for the youth. So at the end of the day no say nipa no kwa yentimi mfa mu nyina na etimi fa half na you make sure say they are sustainable. Adwuma na omo wom no at the end of the day no obetimi aye for a very long time. Adenti na yen go into some of these things. Not always you know stop gap measure. Nipa na edin hu ko wuram na 3 years na ye yinadi. Odin hu ko shi wuram 4 years na ye yinadi. Nti obi ko wuram na okoware na okowo a. Nti wi yinadi no de na okwakoye.
Okay. Aba numuso tweme ma yenda na ye ho bra sisi a ye beto nkomotwetwe no so. Would they do so yet?
Diason SLBN Central Juma and yet media sem danamo active media any active brains consultancy akom huabom ejibusumi sia diatio SL beyen Central Juma new entity anuti sa aya camera handling, video editing, afe graphic designing, anya nunkuao newspaper reporting, metre kowakata impensempensemu, afe ebane kasiebo, makeup any MCR, ninyina wabechire bi ewo ho na shanin son, esa ohuhia yentino, ye mo 90% practicals, enti kan ho na kofa forms ewa Active TV front desk ye chiri kwan so de enye yira kwan ye woga odumase pokwase ablekuma kwantempon eso encheche mu bia ese media for Active Media ewa homatrufo iso 026-773-2508 and I say 02444-11814. Active Media, stay active and see beyond.
Sani a register SIM card fair ye Ghana, ke Ghana card pe, he Ghana card pe.
Onyango fake patra, lo mobile money services ke internet ke ni bi ni call SIM card ke you register ko.
Ke hani o register *404# ni oye gbechon mo no. Ababi boni bi ni yo Ghana card no, ni ji Ghana card number. Gbe ni owo, o shiangbe, o fomogbe. Ke oji yo, lonu.
Amabo code potenko no go ya service provider ni bankable low customer care ni anya akọ biometric details. Ka mo no ko digital address wa fetai.
*404# ye o phone no ni o boy o SIM card register mo bia ne no.
Ke ani le san child service provider ye 100 no. Allo NCA to free number ni 0800 110 622. Register mo SIM card bia ne no. No kakpan.
Right, you know, I so good so I share active morning. Yeni Ivan Che innocent and I train come and I no pay afa the economy or the media budget review presented by the finance minister where finance minister Asher said within the next 2 years, you know, the economy will bounce back. Now, maybe sir Ivan say Ivan ABA finance minister will indicators we say the economy within 2 years, you know. The best of its kind.
Senka economy ne ya de a unhu bi menhu bi and the chef finance minister bottom and all the namna obeka kire and say in the next 2 years we're going to get better. We cannot agree. But the economy no lie bare right in front of us. Oh shebi me shebi. Foreigners are assessing there are a lot of your friends saying reputable economic institutions globally over the years, you know, they've become so much fixated on the terrible state of Ghana's economy. And Mahou, there is this US professor Hank always giving us certain insight into the current economic predicament in Ghana. So it's not as if economy minister, finance minister bottom and I free a demo can't what is going on. We all see what is going on. Me say, yes, we all hope the economy will get better. But the question is, what are the measures that you put in place to ensure, say, the economy will be on track? Because if it is just about the borrowing, which the finance minister has become an expert in doing, because Oba ye win Oba the kiki no call bond market no call floaty Oba ye ba na disika na ba bedin sem. You see, mediocrity. Ghana is the only country you carbon think kwa jebusia na be ho kenke party near celebrity. Or man ya wo kwa bobusia. You spend that particular money be ye your friend is a party because what subscribe Eurobond a man for what floaty a man for subscribe to, and that is a celebration. That is mediocrity at its highest point. That is the kind of person I will come once. So you must be a joke to trust such a character because Nema why he's an expert in borrowing. Until Ghana na buy a debt factory. A car like a car setup nisi ho a car name and the person who has engineered this particular thing is the finance minister. Oba ingenuity ben are coming to bear, intelligence ben wait ben yet display say okay on the other side no. These are some of the things we are putting in place to ensure that the economy will turn around. Apart from say euro bond apart from say you didn't name a club sisi come near Jessica na we had the size of government and it yasia blow sikana among themselves. Sika yaji sikano ira, ye just busiana ira, ne binumu webi, and that those are the various departments and agencies and are drawing inspiration from the fact that people at the Flagstaff House, at the government level, everybody is stealing. Say if you take out this politics, it's a complete steal hour. So those people at the lower level now are taking inspiration. That is why Auditor General didn't report about we call various agencies, you know, be area because they take inspiration from the top. And the fact is, so it's a free day, it's a holiday for people to rob the state. That is the point I am. So he should be giving us an assurance. The stealing spree now you're witnessing, your friends saying the manner you blow away state resources in the state fund. Investment I acquire sabi nimdiani nyansa bia nima yadi o mansika ye when other priority areas are betimi aboa for the economy to be on its knees, or on its legs, ye jano how you invested in other areas, How do we shift our priorities? Now you emphasize on things a bit me aboa local economy now grow because my culture banking sector here by nipo mudi nyuane na se for ba bi omunyo musika free nyina ya je from nsam. And some of these banks na egu ye na from say microfinance when is the Indian bank egu ye no most of them they use that particular point as a more reserve musika bebre egu ho because of that your friend say no the buy gold coast and as for a lot of people invested. So when that particular bank crash, obviously these microfinances automatically got into distress and they all have to be taken away. But uncle for no mama for na se for bosia and at the local level and my economy will grow. So all these things has been scraped away from the system. So the economy cannot grow. And on your part you are not doing anything like large scale farming and as for some making matise ade efan enwo on say palm oil. Yes. You cry over millions of dollars from Malaysia to this particular country. Now anya hwe wo da wonye ba bia nkono kosahwe. Na ko biye na ko headlands e da no bi say enti abe yentimi nya Malaysia na se for not taking the stage abe ababa ya ade a omotimi enya sika twitwiri de afirim nti ade na yebetimi aye as a country. Railway industry ni yentimi nya bi mfa amamfo nyuma traffic ekoyen
ya shase se temade na shase
ya hwe de besi. How do we make that particular industry?
You are not being optimistic.
No. I'm a realist. I've been telling people that I'm a realist, and I know things are better. You see, because of globalization, reality way is interconnected. And now what's here? Or China, you find yourself in Egypt. From Egypt, you find yourself in Morocco. From Morocco, you find yourself in the UK. You find yourself, and you can use about 3 or 4 days to do all these things. And not what Ghana. Oko had the kind of experience I say because you call the railway system. Oko Morocco here go and look at the kind of idea of the railway. Now come back to Ghana na be ade bi esi ekwan so ewo temane na se for se kwotena ma. Unya that particular thing. Ahom keka bi enu kwakotena sa ade enum. So abena nan na after 1 month after 2 months ubetena free ho. So we you do it well, make it attractive. Ghana for no more Germany na for the same train or from or Ghana high did about attract na mana kwatena sa ada ade no wom. And stage na ye wom no wo ye ni sabe ya nipa there are a lot of people are playing grano. They decide to go for training instead of plane. And countries are going to a stage this electric and high speed training as for ever. That is the stage. Sa nema na ko so Ghana for hokofrobio. And the experience, is new right in front of them. In the Obana Kofa Nadia Num de Kosisa Tama Road is on Cotanaswa or her city as well. So if we want to go the railway way, let us make it young table into the new one. The evolution, the new one that are coming. Yan is a 2 or 3 na any panatinama. Safety in the comfort and as a forum about attract a lot of people to go there. But Saturday Nadia Numinas as I could go as a kind of credit in that. That is why I told you so. And yes, me can't as a money. That is the reality. What I say. So these are industries a bit me go into the last time I was telling you so called Zambia. Kira Motors.
Sure.
Yeah, cars, electric cars, so not just cars, electric cars, buses and all over. And so buses are now. Have you thought about the number of people such an industry can employ? We are a ton way now. Higher there will be a physical baby. What I say, what can we do? Your Kenny UST, I will come and say, and then no more. How do we link our schools to some of this industry? Sabaya, you bet me, I'll go into some of these things in a large scale. And to me, near to where we are Ghana, yet to be Tonka Cote d'Ivoire. So, Yentimi tonka motogo ne na se for no. So how do we connect among ourselves? Say so betimi aye bibi. Always and always because my culture say and ye bodwa na ye celebrate say VW for about sambo car ha ne na se for no. Ye sambo car ha in 1960. Long ago. In the net 2022 was sambo car nya news. And no, the impact ben on the local economy has say, but young Cassan ye set ye na say the uncrofoboma anya she crana, say Ghana for intimate to a bakery new mama nipanya biya. What are we doing? So I think that a honest ye Nico and name for the Juma and these factories and as a form your product na be produce, you know, mahu videos circulating on social media, tomatoes and as a form bebre, these are perishable goods or tibis who are their chance say. But I say your large factory be baby larger factory they pay yeah juma every day and night 24. You see, industrial economy is such that very very interesting. Industrial economy run it 24 hours. In the Ghana for no more Germany, the Ghana for no more UK, we hear juma some of these factories now. Quite a shift. On na wapon day maybe by night. So it's a 24-hour economy and a running because every day be a new member a neighbor. That is what you should be doing. So you get it down on name way you know. The economic structure of this particular country, so far as work is concerned, we have people who will be going to work at night. But they say, because you will be any baby. What I say. So my culture say. It is not just about talking. It is not about taking the stage and assuring people and God doesn't fix a thing. What are we doing? And then I talk about my leaders with ingenuity, leaders with ideas. Whenever there is a problem, they can go to the room, think and first alternative. What the situation?
What alternative we should go into industrialization and we should check out the wastage system. One of the best way of solving the economic crisis is to fire the finance minister and also council solutions. No.
Oh, yeah, no, I think there's long of it because my culture said the guy has demonstrated he's an expert when it comes to borrowing. And there is no ingenuity. Absolutely nothing. About the Parliament, people were asking him to resign. And he's not the only person. Even people within his own political party, people within the MPP have openly come out. But people within his own political party, Kwabena Japan is one example. Because the guy has not brought any ingenuity to bear. Apart from say bobo bosia na kwa je ne cat ne na se for no ye na ene maka say ye de bosia bo na bu o man said esra usu na kan ye enka ne ba kra betimi abu. And these are people, these are the rhetorics they sold to Ghanaians that Mahama was borrowing. So if you come and you have become an expert in borrowing to the sense that your debt portfolio, your debt arises to the point and you're over 393 billion Ghana cedis. That is the debt stock. There is absolutely nothing to pontificate. I will give you about 1 million hearts at least. Yeah, the Sikana you're waiting, it's okay, we are going forward. Absolutely nothing. Finance Minister Bar, contradictions in Kwa. And you're never catch so free SHS number and the 7 point something billion.
Sure.
Oko media review no tell some kan e o say dey somewhere around 5 billion ashem na dey ayede 7 billion ashem na ba na say na so beti e na be do 5 billion nothing but contradiction and I yet home because in seven no more kan no nim say anya no kore yet one na balance books no nti o he na fa na ni so because a throw is such that always and I'm saying anya no kore na wo continue you lose track on the reality and sometimes we be speaking something different so somebody better draw attention to. The guy is toying and messing with the future of this particular country. It's the reason why the economy is in this state. The economy, I have told people say there is no economy. You can be a bit charitable and say we have an economy, but the reality is that there is no economy because economy and internally, so who pesika frukruma wansanka because when an economy na grow, when an business e boom ya or kotia way, so tax near na yenya from even local industries in any ho. You man for baby, papa kwasi indio no banks and then as for a man for nya be ye taxes and money na you're cutting off from the system. So baby anka wunya revenue free that particular portion, what scrape away. So when I tax free no. And they are no taking it any measures be able to widen the tax net to ensure a lot of people will come on board. Nothing. So the finance minister has not brought any ingenuity to bear. The guy is a well-packaged joke who is just messing with the future of this particular country. No, back can't say na to Bible no or Jano no. In the reality is absolutely nothing. We are just financing our debt with borrowing.
Okay.
And it's a dangerous, your friend said, it's a dangerous path. So calling for his resignation. I'm not only calling for his resignation on another way. Akufo-Addo not to ankasa na say your packaging na your permanent man ko ono ankasa should resign first and sign a finance minister because enka ono ye obi o ye serious as a president enka nema na ye koso nko onka wahu. But what is happening? Every sector, everybody is messing up. The president is messy. He has become like a tired lifer who has just turned the Fluster house into a sleeping pad or that, and people are just messing up, just left, right, center. I think on teams for leadership, so not him alone. Vice President, the crowd all kind of say because they say in Ghana for any brand, he has decided to say comedy no be so. Now, can someone say be emfa. So none of these individuals see, and also had a shattered and a broken economy. Now had a nima ubenya hope. President Nabenya hope of the nima anasa baumia. And as a finance minister, and as a fine. Just look at this whole structure here that way. When I share the nima bit we say, oh, nipa way there, I have trust and confidence in him. So bit me to flip this particular economy. All of them has been nothing but a disorganized kind of something. And the country keeps slipping, and it will be a great year. Ghana, your fortunes in the race. So I think everybody must go. That is why I'm saying people should not be talking about the IMF. IMF is never going to save us. The only redemptive alternative I ever change. So Akufo-Addo and his only team, we need to scrape them away. They must resign just like other people are doing elsewhere. Obanas are failure. It should be bold enough to accept. But these are a confused bunch of individuals who will come and be blaming others. One treating every way. You see, I want people to follow this particular analysis.
Sure.
And when we speak with fact, logical and reasonable analysis. What and you radio TV is number 10 catch say. I hear the Ghana, you blaming the Russia and the Ukraine war for what is going on.
Sure.
Wouldn't say the Russian embassy in Ghana are releasing Oyaba Bontinya. Or my money, almost torn near my free Mohono. One will be a Ghana. But yes, it's a near my free agricultural input in as for now. Russia, I will low
at the 11th.
At the 11th. To which means that you can't sit here and bank all the problems on Russia. Russia here, then when Russia businessmen are one in the year. My countries, Africa, countries, no money Russia.
But I'm say, I buy Ghana, ye oil if you Russia and Ukraine.
Okay.
So that is why. But as of documents, it was only based on a Greek.
No, that's oil. No, that's a foreign crowd there. Oil, not no. Ghana, on Russia and Canada oil food. And again, besides Ghana, Nankas, and we are oil producing country. So we are responsible. Why must you rely on other countries for oil? Torn is one idea ben oil. And the oil, no, we need capacity to refine the one casa we use for local consumption. Why must you rely on Russia and as a foreign? And again, Russia and Ukraine war now, of course, no. Say you talk oil for Russia, and you want to talk Russia, you talk oil for Russia. Countries need the measures that go for man. Other factors, local mitigating factors, are multimedia control price and then as a form. Adding to all these buffers, YNDB. Actually, say, I'm for running the economy to a halt. That is what we want them to accept responsibility. And the Russia embassy here is pissed. They are very angry. And it's consistently, they take Twitter to express their dissatisfaction and anger at the rate at which Akufo-Addo, Bawumia, Kenoforiata happily take the stage and just run them down. Say, now Russia, now Ukraine, they are not blaming Russia for their economic woes. Or a distant country in the proximity, just look at it. And you sit here and you just do infantile justification of Russia and Ukraine war. Russia and Ukraine war. And that Russia and Ukraine war, Mahama. And Mahama and then COVID-19. You see, these are childish kind of politics that we should be moving away from. Accept responsibility. You can't be in government for 5 good years and be blaming others for your responsibility. When we know, say, all the major decisions in the you are making. I think, you see, they are not man enough to accept responsibility. That's the problem. Because these are folks who were consistently bastardizing, insulting IMF bailout and it was all over. The president consistently on TV made admissions and never are we going to IMF. When they came out of IMF, They celebrated and they bastardized other people. Today we are here telling us that you are going back to MF. What kind of shameless move is this? Who will be our credibility? You resign on the spot. What I say? But they are here spinning the other side of the narrative with certain infantile and childish narratives. Say, oh, the omodi ekwane there, you good now. Previous na and how can you do this? Some of these things, politics are in the Stone Age. And you can just paint some of these your friends a falsehood on them. But the average Ghanaian is enlightened. People can read in between the lines. People are coming out of this emotional politics, and people are beginning to do politics with their senses and wisdom and so forth. So you can't say some of these things and get away.
Okay.
They should accept responsibility, take charge of the economy, and make sure that we work together to address the challenges. That is the best way we can get out of this mess.
Okay, maybe a phone line, 0245 954 615 0245 954 615. But all the messages befa 0503 236 735. My mentor wonka ene anope 0245 954 615. Pacha ofra ma the volume on your TV set no embra form ene anope. Ma the volume on your TV set no embra form ene anope. Na tell me directly from the phone. Tell me directly from the phone. I'll be 2 hours. So now you're having a beautiful conversation. My main call Facebook. Let me pick some of the messages there and then anope. Okay, so from Queen Adepa, I say good morning, Ivan. And I watch please share till it gets to Mr. President. Okay, Queen, and as I say, I will share our Facebook. I hear Dome Sierra Gloria or say Ivan Wisdom Bank. Thank you for your message. Keep bringing in your messages. My main call WhatsApp. Now main kind some of the messages.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Please, I just want to say I like your program and I pray God bless you so much for this program.
Okay.
And may God continue to protect that guy sitting over there. He's really doing a good work for the Mother Ghana. May God bless you guys. God bless you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, to wait to my friend 0245 954 615 0245 954 615. Let me read some of the messages here. From Kwabravi of Pokwasi Benghazi. Now we know it is some MPP bigs who are behind Atubige's Liberation Party. The influence Atubi. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
About your first and final free. Okay, Pacho Mitio.
In fact, upon not on the economy, sometimes should be this road minister. At the back, say, sorry, now, sorry, the about trim, about declare so to Yunkum, Ukoya, Illegua, I fancy, what I say, if anything, to Sambra back view. Junior article say because this is my bazaar. Junior article says you're a baby. I don't know. Junior.
Yeah, that's I said also for the influence Atubiga to create his Liberation Party out of NDC party. They have sponsored him with big money, but their evil work won't succeed. MPP must be aware that no matter what they do with their evil plans, they will lose election 2024. Thank you very much for your message. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
What's your friend saying for now, Fifi?
A friend is saying me, Frefi Afiena.
What's your meeting?
Sesiano program na mo ye na fine pa. Na sesiano de pese mu ni se anka wote a Greek officer no eti on mu ka se one district one we no feeding food we ni nan. What mu se sesia me busan se eduane wo ho ana. Oni na wo se muka na mu se almost eduane wo ho this time na abode ni nyama wo ho ana out ko share Russia for Russia yi we efa Russia ho bode ni we na ani wo sese na efa Russia ho ana ni nyina meka program na mu ye na fine pan ka wo se mu busa o mu man na ehu se yo mu ye no o mu ye wrong o mu tank o mu tie sika uko school we mu a we no ma be kan decent no we seen TV station back home NTC ni na oto no o challenge MPP man no obusan say last year no o ka chen say school we nkwala na omuko school ni nyina scan om di buy no na scan wo soro but this time nkwala no do so no scan o di buy no scan sha nti sa we ni nyina mu hwem na mu ka na amanfo nyina ehu say de omo ye no omo ye wrong.
Yeah, say, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all for Kona Obi from Sobra. Good morning, gentlemen. Your guest is very brilliant and very educative, and very educated, and also speak the reality on the ground. But some Ghanaians are still in support of this people we call leaders. My name is Edu from Domiabra. Okay, thank you very much for your message, Edu. Let me continue to read some of the more. So, sis, okay. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Pacho, first and our free fee.
Free Ashama, within the crowd.
Okay, Pacho, me too.
Gania, ye, ni Waganhan. Ya na ye mboye humodi. Ya na ye mboye humodi. As I said, that Ganahan. A ye can baby amo ye dan. And again to me, yes, from say yes, what I say, on fat Ukraine, so fat Gani, a fat plane, and not a fat ship. And they are going to be not say a banner say, ship in say, not training in us, say, yeah. Let me say, yes, you do not in.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Offer Pacho, also with my friend 0245954615 on Facebook. Asari Kweku. Also, when I hear wisdom speaking, I feel very happy. Thank you very much for your message. Let me go to Facebook and read some of the messages there. Mustafa Lower Menya Krobo Asari Yababium. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Pacho, first and Afrifi.
If you're from Hong Kong, if you're my Ruth.
Okay, Pacho Mitio. Pacho Mitio.
Yanko Ponchira Mupini. Aba Yamishra Wate.
Amen.
Oh, ye Jumapa. Na asam kakra me pesa me kan say. Mama ye pay wanting to say. A chrome ayeding. Answer na ube didi. Obi a one didi wa bonting. Answer no ben mo yane. Joke it 50 cedis. And son over to me and Abiani to be with small family, and your more big family there. Minimum omasam cra. I had ding. It's a strength in your phone. Omuba, more near foe. To say, yeah, vice president, I said, Nika sending in now, acquires a dear hotel. And so, Yahuchre, and I comedy nipa bebrea, and man any bre. Emma nipa kran to me suma radi. Inti yesra omo, anko ye fedie. Omo mo kasa no. De bia na me ni obi kasa na me ka che ne se, me ni mpanyimfo na. Anka ye be gyae kasa. Na ya channel ya ho onde na akọ adwumaden mu ama oman no. Ye ho ato ye kakra. Yankopon chira mo active TV for.
Okay, so Mami Ruth, yeah, as I said, Ofre, yeah, we voted for people to solve our problems, but the people have turned the problem that needs a full chemistry to be solved. The mismanaging of the economy have landed us to this hardship. Mustafa, thank you for your message. You can keep on bringing your message 0503236735.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Pacho, first and Afrifi.
Pacho, your friend IB. Now, Pacho, you were and a Greek minister and a catcher, say, who said we are need flow of him. Now, we are in a way. We are need for air flow of him. I bad and land before. And we are in a way. And you guys are a life now, would you grow too much? Too much. It's a form of chop.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's I say, Ofre, Oskona Obi. Remember my last two calls. Now I didn't come to channel Abba area. But more than so, my friend 0245954615 0245954615. Friend, me for two calls. Be pena me the income to channel Abba area. My main kind said, "Good morning. You guys are making sense. God bless you." Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Me pacha from Afrifi.
My name is Sarah, and I'm calling from Amasamai.
Okay, Sarah, let me hear you.
Please, my issue is, we completed school for a long time, but we are not getting work. So sometimes when I'm there, I have some bad issue that like I should go and do this and I should go and do this thing. So please tell them they should help us so that us to get work. We are suffering. There is no food. We are suffering. Please.
Okay, thank you very much, Sarah, for calling this morning. This government, Ankasa, I don't understand why he can't reshuffle the finance minister and address Safo altogether. Reverend Emmanuel from a year that year so okay. That yes, so thank you, Reverend Emmanuel, for your message. Mame family last caller na ye didn't come on to channel embra area. Mame family last caller 0245 954 615 0245 954 615. Okay, someone too is asking questions about the Ghana card. Okay, maybe answer. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Sir. Good morning, sir.
Me pacha from San Afrifi.
I am Kwame Secretary Santa Maria.
Okay, Kwame, I'm into you.
Yo, my can't be brain. About really, I think say the history of Ghana. No, this is the worst government that we have ever seen. Yate. Yenifika. Yani atoma womo. Na elections na edi do so. Na ya hwe baby a power no. That's it.
Okay, yeah, that's the course no ebesisi as I say yemre no aye be meje some mema Ivan be say 1 minute bi na or the ninsem no abewe Ivan.
Yes, na obi bisa sa didn't na mampanyini and reshuffle. Consistently I've been saying he doesn't see this whole thing as government. It's a family enterprise and or run. So people who are within feel say business to be na your so that free will to do those things and they get away with everything and that particular thing is there. But young lady now friend no some more share juma onyabi and there is you see there is this compulsion to do evil because Makacho said the idle brain is the devil's workshop. Me say
poverty is the root of all evil.
Exactly. It's there. Because so as a mining penifona mudi anymore no. You see, you can't solve all the problems. But sometimes where you can't even solve the problem, the language should be such that nipati as an akumatoni. What I say because we have the problems and there are so many that one person cannot solve. No government can come and solve all the problems. But would it mean that we interact with a man for and so especially look at this time about Ghana card who here change road infrastructure and so forth. And this is a vice president of a Republic of Ghana talking like Sabi Obi Ojina Kwan ho baby a Sabi ono obi di nkomo just clearly we are going to notice answer na obubefu. Because some of these things in the kind of platforms, you know, that is where you hear those conversations. But the vice president will take a stage and be making such comments. And then you have Obi to say, a Silousu Babontin or Kasa, when him just SIM registration here, because besides, I want to say the way, because in Yansa Ben Pan, the woman say, what's the Ghana for? Uber block a man for say, a man for Ghana card and your SIM registration. When you know very well, say, there are millions of Ghanaians out there who are willing. Almost around how much? And I'm going your friend is saying, "Ewak." Now, me say lines are ewo You say binom sort how much 4 o'clock and I'm the lines so just to get Ghana card. They are not getting. So it means it is no fault of that particular person. Yes, and some don't register. But the Ghana card is not available. He's trying, but the person is not getting. And you have a minister who is supposed to be very sensible. A minister who is very rational, a minister who has been very vociferous, always talking nonsense all over now, will come and tell you, say, maybe block him on more register, more serious now. We are not going to extend. Because such a person is leading you as a minister. What will be the future of such a country? What is our question? Because Sanka Ghana card no be obi, and a Ghana for some register. You have every right to block them. Ghana card no. When say there are people who could lie, so omu ni Ghana card no be, and it's all over the country because report about almost half of 16 million above Ghana for no more be. And omu ni be there number here. So it is your responsibility as a government to demarcate areas, just make it accessible. Obia ankwaya. So first we not roll no muru no, you roll another one across the country. Everybody should come and register. And to say, Udu point now we say, you register Ghana for you now, then you give an ultimatum, say they are buying, yes, yeah, Ghana card no be a will be. It is a one register was sima, the betting and block you.
My idea, make sure because 50, now watching in morning show, they discuss Ghana card issue because Sunday way, the so-called deadline will come to an end. And, your friend, can I take for us a corner or message on my end? So to be pick a call at this time, what will be going I work as same way in videos, that is the same situation.
Yeah.
And because me be a phone line this year on Ghana card, the number of people that will call.
Exactly.
Clement say, Wakoya the Ghana card for almost 3 months, the card and buy it. And yes, they are already, you will be what you or register SIM cards on MIA. But you need only Ghana card, so to be registered.
And there are instances individuals will come up with Ghana card, or Maje, or Monaco registration center, no more scanner, or catch almost and you're valid.
And you're valid.
What I say? So you can't blame the citizenry, but you have a very arrogant, a vicious, arrogant woman parading herself as a minister of state, or Kasa from the Numba to Okana, which is such a person about the son of call betting me a farm money minister. And you're not Kasa Ghana for a complainer, not by phone about Kasa Ghana heading. Wasn't not the same person, and such a character is still masquerading, calling herself a minister of state. This is a kind of discretion she's exercising. Say, me block him, block him. So if the person is exercising such a discretion, going forward, the said decision nipa will to another when it to say, oh, minister. Now, or by doing other solve a problem.
It's a figure no assets. Figure is where assets 21st July.
Okay.
We do another to my register more in this Ghana card registration or 16,969,034 persons have registered for the Ghana card.
Yeah.
Out of that, over 15.7 million Ghanaians currently have received their Ghana cards. And no crack anomalies because they no more card no.
Okay.
In fact, what the cost sentence we say in fact. And it is 16,535,623 cards printed as of 21st July 2021. And we're releasing 15 million cards, over 15 million cards.
Okay.
Now, this is where the problem is. About close to 900,000 cards have been printed but not issued.
Okay.
And on baby now cost sentence some kojia, you say card no amba, every moon chase can answer for mom. And when we na 16 million on my register, how?
Winning baby. Let us assume that Omo use phone or Chrome has said no. Young fans say 18 years and above, and we use phone. Let us pin it there. Sagana card no more. So when some more and crying penny for an phone.
Yes.
Ghana your population you're saying?
Yeah, 30
million.
30 million.
And could be that so.
30
to 32.
And
what we through my what you have half through my almost close to over 16 million and I say 40 million Ghanaians in Omo register no a bit and crowd use phone so they can be within this particular number.
In peniphobic crowd of one use phone.
So you see clearly no. And yes, Ghana need and not just on register the symbol. Because who register quite simple, because this data integration and so forth. Yeah, but you see, take your time. Don't be arrogant. Speak to the people. How can a minister will come on a platform be threatening people? I mean, who be that? Say, or might me threaten the citizens? Say, man, we are say, man, we are register. Then the Bank of Ghana will issue such a similar statement. Say, free now financial transactions, no. So we need Ghana card, our banker, we need me assess it, or we need me any financial transaction. When you issue a blank statement, say we need me any financial statement. What it means is say if you see card, how can me baby here? A constitute a financial transaction. So are you telling me to me misika? Because banks are calling people say they should kind of update their friends a bank way with Ghana card. And yes, I want to be a bank transaction. That the word bank transaction include who you Sika because that also because there is no explanation that who you Sika now Ghana card I want to be. So what are you doing? Creating panic what? So state cannot threaten its people especially with things that nipa no need control over. A child, the kind of state, the kind of nipa who really arrogant bunch of individuals are. They have lost track with rationality. They are just there or more deal with mere emotions. But as a leader, you have to be very sensible. You have to be very rational. Exercise the finest of discretion. Beaming into public good. But is that what they are doing? Because of this, go and look at queues among for a year, among for Jomunyuma, what will be a DNBC. Say, Ghana phone register, and by the end of this particular 2022, use that particular period. Don't focus about or more register or SIM card. Focus on or more issue Ghana card and ensure say obey a Ghana card. So one second Ghana card one quiet or SIM registration. And then they say, "Wow, but Ghana card near the bayano." Majority, and I say almost half of Ghanaians don't have the card. And you have a minister of state who is supposed to be very sensible, very reasonable, come on TV and should be threatening people, say, you're blocking. And these are people who are yet to more to top petrol and as if I'm modern calling themselves ministers. You see, this whole thing is a joke. It's one big. That is why I told you, say, this whole government enterprise here, it's just a shit show. One big shit show, and yet a man for gumno moya concert like a boss stage and a man for guso, and a bit of advertising arrogance, a bit of advertising ignorance, a bit of advertising self-imposed relevance, or not relevant, but what their children also are relevant, and on one and none more as swam who go nipaso, all because of partisan politics. Me no one yet and also I never win answer. And some of these characters, when you think you flash your moon through the toilet, Mugu baby, they have no reason to be walking around calling themselves ministers. But she's still there advertising this kind of your friend is saying arrogance. Yantiana, a papa will road minister. Or that's sorry, I make us say, soon the one Timo, or so you road with your we need to be serious. You see, we need to be frontal in facing and addressing the issues. And yes, some of these mistakes, because aren't you worried, say, a minister only means some year can you now, Baba TV, so threatening Ghana for say, 1 year block you. Going forward, no?
And they have the figures too.
Exactly. So, what is the state of that person's mind? Is that person, question you begin to say, is he okay? Is he normal? Because as a rational, as a normal human being, then you are not driven by emotions and arrogance. You know the figures out there. Why should you threaten people? And they are influencing the telecos. They should block amount for. Our part 31st, we are all here. They should block people. Say MTN for 10 hours block him. I don't know who is going to lose revenue. Because MTN now Ghana CEO now on a company in Yanadio. And MTN is a multinational company. You are just a rep representing here as a CEO. So what's Hama government manipulating as a Vodafone? Your friends a company losing the revenue. One case as a CEO, you are likely to lose your job. What I say? So they should not bow down and allow government to just go get away with some of these decisions. They should resist government and ensure that the right thing is done. Government making sure so be our Ghana card, not a move or force or to shut people down. That is the way. But Ghana card, into the medical register.
Okay. The commentary we say, also, a Ghana card registry, and that will be sending me message, which the person was trying to vilify me for. I'm talking about the Ghana card and then the SIM registration. Let me state it clear. We here at Active TV and then the Active Morning show crew, no one is against the SIM registration exercise. Our point is the only identification I the registration a Ghana card. And we are saying that if a buying will be registered for the SIM, make sure say ube open centers and then I have an pay say open the centers like the way we did it for the voters registration exercise. You be a centers ni be open the centers again. Let people go and register. And now Ivan Asanka say, a period of time for us to do the mass registration exercise again. Then from NIA to my figures, they say, in 25 million, NIA register for Ghana card now. Then government can bring in its ultimatum, say, Obianko register the same at this particular time. But the only people are massing up at NIA offices because they don't have the Ghana card yet. Ebuma register for 2 years, 1 year, 3 months, 6 months, 4 months. Here at Active TV, we have a clear example with Clement, youth advocate. We registered the Ghana card for 4 months here, only the Ghana card here. How do you expect such a person to go and register the SIM? Especially when you are using the Ghana card as a mode or as an identity for registering the SIM card. No. When I bisa, when yes, Rabbi say on your money, so that we can register. If you want us to do your plea, you provide a platform for us to do your bidding for you. Aha, and I read the NBC and I pay our morning show no so and a Thursday edition or the baby year. Ochna Emmanuel ebe translate na the active morning show abroad and active ladies and ebe sin konya ochna within the agent in Boaten ejimeda avanchinos and sell be kayensa and I pay nyame adoma ochna active morning be wakwem and come be stay active and see beyond but me koi me the police for video be jaw avan kan wasem say nyama basbasa mo ye wo kroma no ye wo ehun video ni bi producer ebe yi na ye de jaw kwan. Stay active and see beyond.
I say get on board.
Don't worry.
Give me your number.
My number, doctor, this is my name. I'm from FU.
Your service number.
Meet me at FU.
I should meet you at FU.
Meet me there. You are the one brought me here.
Are you in charge? Henceforth, you are supposed to be in charge. Something. If I see anybody outside any other place, apart from that place, because anybody entering, you have to enter and then listen. No, you have to speak to him like that. He came and then he talked anyhow, and you are seeing himself behaving, and you as a inspector, you are standing there. You are in charge as president. He's giving my dinner, and you think that he is more important than me. I have to meet you at the FD. I will not come there, but you get me. Hey.